More specifically, what 15 animals can kill a tiger easily? Here are those 15 animals. Number 1. Crocodile. Crocodiles are the largest reptiles on the planet, with the saltwater crocodile being the largest of the species that can grow to a massive 27 feet. Crocodiles are very agile and fast over short distances, even out of water. They have extremely powerful jaws and sharp teeth with a massive bite force of 3,700 pounds per square inch, which is strong enough to tear flesh on the first snap. What makes crocodiles even more dangerous is their lockjaw, meaning their jaws cannot be opened by force if a prey is caught in its bite. Number 2. Bear. Although lazy on the surface, bears can move surprisingly fast, even through dense cover that would seriously impede a human or a horse. Of the species, the mighty grizzly and the Arctic polar bear are the most dangerous. However, since a tiger is very unlikely to run into a polar bear, we shall focus on the grizzly. With an average height of 6.5 feet, and with the males that can have a weight of 490 to 700 pounds, these grizzlies are a formidable force. Against a tiger, they have the advantage of a bite force of 1160 psi and the ability to stand on their hind legs and use their arms for additional maneuverability. Number 3. Gore. When I say gore, I don't mean Al Gore or Frank Buffalo Gore. I'm talking about the Indian bison. It is not an actual bison, but it's given that title for its sheer size and weight that averages somewhere between 500 and 1,500 kilograms. The Indian gore is one of the largest animals of the cow family. This behemoth ramming against a tiger will practically shatter the latter's spine. It is regarded as possibly the most dangerous animal in the Indian jungle, and because of its title and size, with good reason. Number 4. Lion. The only creature to rival the tiger in strength and ferocity is the lion. The lion, now native to Africa and West and South Asia, weighing an average of 264 pounds and with an average length of 72 inches, prey on a large variety of animals, ranging from minuscule rodents and baboons to the mighty water buffalo and the hippopotamus. With a bite force of 650 psi, it comes as no surprise that the mighty lion can conquer such massive beasts. When one lion alone is an overpowering presence, a group of hunting lions is potentially nature's most formidable predatory force on land. After pouncing on prey, the lion goes directly for the neck and bites until the animal has been completely strangled. Other members of the pride quickly surround the prey to feed on it, usually tussling for room or access. Hunts are mostly conducted in groups, and a tiger, if caught in the mix, with members of a pride encircling it or approaching it from opposite directions, then closing in for a kill in the resulting panic, a tiger is less likely to make it out alive. And I'm sugarcoating it here. Number 5. Another tiger. Probably the last thing you expected on this list, right? I mean, it's common sense or a fight fire with fire type scenario, where the only thing that is a direct threat to a tiger is another tiger. The Siberian tiger is the largest that can grow to be 13 feet in length and 660 pounds in weight. What makes tigers dangerous is their penchant for using their massive claws and their whopping bite force of nearly 1,050 psi. Another tiger may or may not kill a tiger, but will most certainly damage it to the point of a slow death. Number 6. Water buffaloes. This beast is native to the Indian subcontinent and some African countries, with an average weight of nearly 600 to 1,200 pounds and standing at 1.3 meters at the withers. This is a very dangerous bovine. This animal is particularly famous for holding a grudge, which channels into its anger and aggression, especially when it's injured. What makes it most dangerous is its ability to charge at a predator, or in this case an unfortunate tiger, at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour, giving it the infamous title of Black Death. If the conditions are right, water buffaloes can most certainly defeat a tiger easily. Number 7. Rhino. Both the white and black rhino will charge when threatened, and the tiger, if caught in the crosshairs, is going to have several bones shattered. Of the two species, the black rhino is traditionally considered the most aggressive. They will charge readily at anything they perceive to be a threat. They have 2 sharp horns and can reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. The largest male on record weighed in at over 6,380 pounds, or just slightly under 3,000 kilograms. Number 8. Porcupine. The third largest rodent in the world, i.e. the porcupine, was also an animal you didn't expect on this list of formidable foes of a tiger. But what makes the porcupine dangerous to a tiger is when it goes on the defensive. And what is its defensive weapon of choice? It's quills. More specifically, nearly 30,000 of them. It cannot throw them, but if a tiger is stupid enough to lunge at it, its quills may prick it in the inaccessible regions that will penetrate deep into the flesh, even the eyes. Left untreated, they will lead to infections, sheer pain, and possible death. Number 9. Elephants. Elephants are the largest living mammals on the face of the earth. Of the species, the African elephant weighs up to 8,000 kilograms and stands 11 to 13 feet at the shoulder. Elephants are typically very affectionate creatures that travel in herds. They only become aggressive upon provocation. What makes the elephant so dangerous are its tusks and its massive trunk that hosts nearly 150,000 muscle bundles that enable it to lift a whopping 700,000 pounds. If a predator such as a tiger were to even get captured, it would practically catapult it to a great distance, and the big cat will most likely not land on its feet. Number 10. Hippo. After the elephant and rhinoceros, hippos are the third largest living mammals on the planet. They can grow between 10.8 and 16.5 feet long, with the males of the species weighing 3,500 to 9,920 pounds. Hippos are aggressive and are considered very dangerous because of their 2,000 psi bite force and a 20-mile-per-hour speed on land alone. They have large teeth and tusks that they use for fighting off threats, including humans. Anything from a young hippo to even a tiger is most likely to get crushed if caught between the jaws of a hippo. Number 11. Black Mamba. Now, I know what you're thinking. How does a snake stand a chance against a tiger? Well, if you've seen Kill Bill Volume 2, you know that a black mamba is the most venomous snake on the planet. In fact, the black mamba is the largest and most feared of Africa's venomous snake species. They can grow up to 14 feet or 4.2 meters in length and are notoriously aggressive when forced into a corner. They are the fastest of their brethren and strike repeatedly, releasing a neurotoxic venom into the victim's bloodstream. This venom is strong enough to take down an adult human in under 45 minutes. That is from one bite. Several bites will obviously speed up the process. Symptoms include asphyxiation and cardiovascular collapse. A tiger on the receiving end of it will most certainly die a slow and painful death. Number 12. King Cobra. The king cobra is one of the most venomous snakes on the planet. What they lack in size and strength, they well make up for with the potency of their venom. It's not the most potent amongst venomous snakes, but the amount of neurotoxin they can administer in a single bite, up to 2/10 of a fluid ounce, is enough to kill 20 people or even an elephant. With a range of victims that vast, a tiger, if unfortunate enough to fall prey to its bite, will die within minutes. What exactly does one bite from a king cobra entail? The venom affects the respiratory centers of the brain, causing respiratory arrest and cardiac failure. Number 13. Reticulated python. This snake is probably the closest thing to the snakes in the anaconda franchise. This behemoth can grow up to 21 feet in length. It is the heaviest of all snakes. What makes it so dangerous is its ability to wrap its enemy, predator or prey, and constrict it with immense force to the point of suffocation and eventual skeletal damage. Number 14. Wolf. One measly wolf just won't cut it, but a pack of wolves will attack a threat to the pack. Even with a minuscule bite force of 400 psi, as opposed to the nearly 1000 psi bite force of a tiger, if a pack of wolves surrounded a tiger, they would most likely take it down. Why? Because a pack of wolves hunts exactly like a pack of lions. They'll surround their target from all sides and then go directly for the neck and limbs. They will then maintain their grip on the target until it suffocates to death. Number 15. Humans. Isn't it obvious by now that this was where it was eventually going to end? I mean, with the advance of modern machinery and weaponry, we have been killing tigers for sport. We've practically brought them to the verge of extinction. That fact alone is what makes us the most deadly of all the animals able to kill a tiger. Folks, I hope you've learned something here today, that even the third law of physics applies to nature. It's clear that there are more than 10 animals that can kill a tiger, and probably more than 15. Allow me to paraphrase for you in this video's context. The tiger is a powerful force of nature, but nature has in place several elements or animals that serve as a counteracting force to that of a tiger. That doesn't mean that these animals are any friendlier, but that you should be wise enough to stay away from these formidable foes. Please leave a comment below and we'll be sure to respond. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe to never miss an update from us.